Call the meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge and the prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Brother Jamie, would you lead us in prayer tonight?
God, thank you for the privilege of living in Morgan County in West Liberty, and for the beauty of this area, and for all the folks that make it happen. And we pray for your blessing upon this meeting tonight. We thank you for those who give guidance to our local community. Bless them in their work. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen. Vicki, if you do roll call.
Eric Pelfrey.
Here.
Tommy Fannin.
Here.
Brandon Evans.
Here.
Leroy Phipps.
Here.
Jim Gazay.
Here. First up, the minutes. You go ahead and review those, and I'll entertain a motion.
They're not attached.
They're not attached? Are they on yours? The minutes?
No, it's not showing up. Hang on just a minute.
Do you have them on your computer either?
Well, can
Minutes
we
are
just come
missing.
back to
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Can we
we-
come back to it?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna move on. You go ahead and go ahead.
Okay. Do you
I
want to go
can
ahead
get
and
it.
start?
Yeah, go ahead and do the treasurer's report, and we'll look for the minutes.
Okay.
We'll table that for now.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, we'll start out with 5A, which is the financial statement for the treasurer's report tonight. First of all, we have 3 attachments. The first one is the reconciled financial statement as of 12/31/2025. I have also attached for y'all to view a revenue condition report and an appropriation condition report, which is in detail of that summarized financial statement. If you have any questions, just let me know.
I'll make a motion to approve the financial statement ending 12/31/25.
I'll second.
We have a motion on the floor. It's been properly seconded to approve the financial statement. Any questions or discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Go ahead, Sheena.
Okay, moving along to 5B, changes to budgeted chart of accounts. We have one account that we would like the court's approval to add to the budget. It's in the road fund. It is actually for a FEMA project, DR 4860, Roseberry Road and War Creek projects. That number, I have an attachment for y'all to view there as well, the spreadsheet. That would be 028001548005, and that would be an expense line item and a new account for the upcoming FEMA projects. We just need approval to add that to the budgeted chart of accounts.
I'll make a motion we approve the changes to the budget chart of accounts as presented.
I'll second.
Motion on the floor, properly second to approve the changes to the budgeted chart of accounts as presented. Questions, discussion? There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Go right along.
Okay, we're moving along to 5C, budget amendments. We have one budget amendment tonight, a budget amendment number 2. This will be the presentation and first reading to the court. We had a first reading at the previous meeting, but at our last December meeting, we had several things that would need to be included in on this amendment. So we combined those and are presenting this revised first reading tonight. So we have in the revenues, it would be total amended revenues of $856,667.27. And also those would go to total amended expenditures for $856,667.27. And I have a ledger report there for you all to view as well. And if you have any questions on that, just let me know. That would just be as a presentation and first reading. We will be submitting that to DLG for approval and bringing it back to the court at our next meeting after it's approved through DLG. If there's no questions, I'll move on to 5D, budget transfers. We have just 2 transfers. Well, no. Hold on just one second. Okay, we have 2 transfers. I'll have to read off the other one. One is for Parks and Recreation, 12269. That'll come out of one of their other line items, and the other one is going to come from the reserve for transfers in the general fund, which would be for $5,000 into the tech center repairs and maintenance, and that would be a total of $5,122.69.
I'll make a motion we approve the budget transfers as presented.
I'll second.
Motion on the floor, properly second to approve the budget transfers as presented. Questions, discussion? There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Moving along.
Okay, 5E, interfund cash transfers. This is a budgeted interfund transfer of $50,000 from the general fund to the jail fund for operations. I've included an attachment for you all to view there as well. This is, like I said, has a budgeted transfer to the jail fund. We'll just need approval on that.
I'll make a motion to approve the budgeted interfund cash transfers presented.
I'll second.
Motion on the floor, properly second to approve the budget interfund cash transfer as presented. Questions, discussion? There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, the next part, 5F, is our bank pledge securities. We're getting into our quarterly reports that we present to the court. This is our bank pledge securities. I do have an attachment for you all to view there. This is just showing we monitor this, and also the bank monitors it to make sure that all funds are secured over the obligated FDIC amount in the bank, and I have included a attachment for you all to view there as well to make sure those are pledged and our funds are secure. We'll just need approval for the bank pledge securities as well.
I'll make a motion to approve the bank pledge securities quarterly report as presented.
I'll second.
Motion on the floor, properly second to approve bank pledge securities quarterly report as presented. Questions, discussion? There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, moving along to 5G, liabilities report. This is a quarterly report that we submit to the court. We also include it in our digital upload to DLG. I have included an attachment for you all to view there as well. It's a liabilities register summary. The only thing we have added to the liabilities as of this last quarter was for the new 2026 tandem that was purchased for the road department. The original CAECO lease had been separated from the single axle Mack truck, and it is now separated out to the single axle Mack truck, and then the tandem truck will have its own interest payment. And as you can see there, those are all summarized with all the information on that, and we have submitted that to DLG as well. We'll just need approval of that liabilities report. If you have any questions, just let me know.
I'll make a motion to approve the quarterly liabilities report.
I'll second.
Motion on the floor, properly second, to approve the Morgan County Fiscal Court Quarterly Liabilities Report as presented. Questions, discussion? There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, 5H, this is another quarterly report that we submit, Judicial Center Sinking Funds accounts. These are our accounts through the U.S. Bank. The first one is the Series 2013. If you all want to open that attachment up. For October, November, and December, we just had one distribution, or one revenue contribution and one distribution of $8,125 for an interest payment. And I have included the entire year of 2025 ledger report on that. And the next one is the Series 2020. And in October, November, December, we had one contribution for interest payment and the distribution and for $35,052.50 and a fee on that account for $650. And as you can see, we had our monthly interest as well. But those have the principal balances on those. Both of those are also on that liabilities report, but we will just need approval of that ledger for the Judicial Center Sinking Funds U.S. Bank accounts.
I'll make a motion to approve the Judicial Center Sinking Fund account ledger as presented.
Motion on the floor, properly second, to approve the Judicial Center's funds account, sinking funds account ledger as presented. Questions, discussion? There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, lastly, we have 5I, which is the Treasurer's Periodic Checklist. This is something that we bring to the court and present each month to make sure that important tasks are being completed on a timely basis. I have an attachment for y'all to view there as far as all of the retirement reports, sales reports, payroll payments, our bonds, our sales taxes, our self-pay insurance, everything that has to be completed on a timely basis. We just want to let the court know that those are being completed and double-checked by the finance officer. And that's all I have tonight for the treasurer's report, unless anyone has any questions.
No questions? Vicki, did you ever find those minutes?
I'm working on it.
All right, we'll keep on going. Judge's report, all right. First thing I got tonight is weather. I mean, I've heard everything from 4 inches to 12 inches. I've heard everything from 1/10 inch of ice to 3/4 inch of ice. So I guess we'll find out when it happens, but I know we're prepared with the search and rescue people. They're going to be there Saturday morning. They'll be ready. Raven, you was just on a phone call. Could you give us a report with what W.S. Jackson is saying now?
They said
If you could come up here and use the microphone, please.
it was showing 8 to 12 inches, but they said that more than likely we'd get 8 inches, as if that's what they're seeing right now. And for our area, it's going to start Saturday around 11 a.m. and end Sunday around midnight. They said you might see some flurries after Sunday at midnight, but it wouldn't be any accumulation.
All right.
And we're about 0.01 of an inch of ice.
Yeah.
But they did say that it was going to be a heavy, wet snow. So if the temperatures get as low as they're going to with the heavy, wet snow, you know, we still see power lines and trees down.
That's about as bad.
Yep.
weight.
That heavy snow is going to bring lines and trees down. So,
But, you know, we're ready for the EOC to be opened
all
up.
right.
And
You got the EOC ready to go?
yep.
Search and rescue said they'd be ready. Sean, you guys are geared up and ready to go too?
Yeah, we got all our equipment ready.
Chainsaws ready and lines? All right. Okay. All right, I've talked to all the animal shelter, they're ready to go too. They're preparing, so the building, in case they can't make it in or something, but all the department heads are ready. We've talked to them today, so.
Fuel in the generator. Fuel in the generator, just want to make sure.
I I asked
Oh, Sean, did
I
you-
asked him, he said
He
they
did?
checked it,
All
it's
right,
full.
yeah, all right, the generator for this, yeah, if, when the time comes, the building that the county will open up for a warming shelter will be the old gym here in this building, the old county office building. If the grid goes down, then this will turn into a shelter. So,
I've got volunteers for the
You got
warming
volunteers
shelter.
ready?
Yes, and then if it turns out to an actual shelter, we'll call Red Cross in.
in transition to
Yeah,
that.
because
So,
we've got 50 cots and 50 blankets
Yeah.
stored downstairs.
okay. And it's like Tommy's saying here, if it's a wet snow with just a little ice, it could turn into a mess, folks. And those of you at home, please, you should be prepared. I mean, right now, I assume with the way traffic was in Moorhead today in Lexington yesterday, everybody's got, the shelves at every store in Lexington was empty. So it's crazy. But my wife went down to Walmart today and she sent me a picture of a line of traffic. It was just spread all the way out, all the way down through there going to Walmart. People going in there in the Kroger. So hope you got what you need. And if also please, we're putting out a message tomorrow, but please do not abuse the 911 lines. Use the dispatch number or call the EOC. I mean, especially to report trees. Let's make sure we call the dispatch. Don't call their 911 number, but that's the way we track all that stuff, where the trees are, and we run it through there, and then that's where we send our crews out from. So please use the dispatch number on that. Is there anything else, Raymond, we need to? Yeah, I talked to utility companies, Licking Valley RECC, they're ready. They're talking to the other co-ops, got their contractors, they're all geared up and ready to go. Kentucky Power, talked to them, they're good to go, they're ready. Talked to our MRTC, they're geared up and ready as well. So everybody, we're just sitting and waiting to see what's gonna happen. Basically, that's what everybody's doing. You know?
If the electric does go out and it's gonna be out a while, I can do a request through Web EOC for generators for the
Yeah.
county's water pump stations.
That's good. Have you talked to Andy Lake yet?
No, I was waiting.
Yeah. Just give him a call tomorrow and make sure he's aware of that, because I was talking to him and Chris Allen's district about generators, so.
Okay. Yeah, they told me last week in Frankfurt that we could do that.
All right, good. 'Cause we'll probably need them, because the grant money we was trying to get for generators didn't go through for up there, so. All right. Thanks, Raven. Since it wasn't put on, did you guys see this letter from Nathan? Was that put on the portal, Vicki? Nathan, was this put on the portal, Nathan's letter?
Yes, it's number,
Oh, all right, so
10.
it says, guys, I'll come back to that when that's ready. I don't know if you wanted that in the judge's report. Only thing in the judge's report I got, questions about, update on my health. Over Christmas, I had some issues with my liver. The enzymes got too high, they couldn't give me chemo. So I got behind in my chemo schedule. One I missed because the pump broke. And then another one, there's problems with the pump. So, but they got me back on schedule. I got my little buddy with me here with me tonight, as you can see. Carry him around with me. Tomorrow they'll take it off of me. But they did the scans. They did something called Centera and something else, and they cannot find any live cancer cells. So it's all good right now. I just got to finish this chemo and get through it, and I'll be good. And I appreciate all the prayers and texts and everybody calling me and asking me how I'm doing, even tonight. And folks back there from what we're trying to decide for the Morgan or Menifee, they were asking about me. So I appreciate all the prayers and everything. So we'll keep moving along. That's all I got for the judge's report. Menifee Judge Executive, Hector, come on down. You're the next contestant. Well, I first walked in here tonight, I didn't know I was going to court in Menifee County or Morgan County.
We don't have a representation. Thank you, everyone. Good evening, Judge Executive Gazay and members of the Morgan County Fiscal Board. My name is Hector F. Alcala, and I have the honor of serving as the Menifee County Judge Executive. I wanted to begin by sincerely thanking you, each and every one of you, for allowing me the opportunity to appear before you this evening and speak on behalf of a group of residents who, while they reside in Morgan County boundaries, depend on the access roads through Menifee County to reach their homes, properties, and livelihoods. Today, Judge, we have residents from the Morgan View area, Ryan Road, and also Lead Runner Lane, and we also have the current magistrate for that area, Mr. Rick Berry. I consider both a responsibility, honestly, and an honor to physically represent these residents tonight. People who may not always have a seat at the table, but those whose lives are directly impacted by the decisions that are made in this room and in the room of the Menifee County Fiscal Court. These hardworking families who simply want reliable, safe access to their property, just as any resident in either of the county that they reside. So, Judge, with your permission, may I approach
Yes.
the bench? And if you don't mind, sir, I will pass along this agreement. Thank you. If you can pass it along, I appreciate it. Take one and pass it along. I just take it, make copies of the 2005 agreement. We also did a little bit of homework, and on the very last page, you'll see the names of 27 roads, and this is information from the Kentucky Department of Transportation website. There are 27 roads that either they start in Menifee County and travel to Morgan County, but the total is 18.045 miles. Those are the name of those roads. So since 2005, Menifee County and Morgan County have shared a unique but a very practical working relationship through the interlocal cooperation agreement. That agreement was established with a foresight and good faith by our prior administrators who recognized a simple truth. Geography not always follows the jurisdiction lines, and government works best when we cooperate rather than duplicate efforts. Under this agreement, executed the 18th of March of 2005 by former Judge Tim Conley and former Judge J.D. Trimble, was authorized under the Kentucky Interlocal Cooperation Act. Both counties agreed that it will be more practical, more efficient, and essentially equally burdensome to assign roadway and service responsibilities in a manner that best serves the public. That agreement addressed not only road maintenance, but also emergency services such as 911, also addressing fire, police, and ambulance responses. Specifically, the understanding was clear and balanced. Morgan County will retain responsibility for the road maintenance, including adding rock and maintaining the road surface where necessary. Menifee County will provide snow and ice removal services and apply salt, limited strictly to the blacktop roads. This arrangement ensured continuity of access for residents while respecting the operation and financial boundaries on both counties. As we all know, over time, administrations change, personnel changes, and institutional memory can fade. Agreements that are out of the ordinary, especially ones that cross county lines, can understandably be misunderstood and even forgotten. However, while administrations change, the residents do not. These individuals have continued to travel on the same roads, rely on the same access points, and trust that their local governments are working together in good faith. Our goal this evening is not to assign any blame or reopen old issues. Or create new obligations. Rather, our goal is to simply reaffirm and reassure that this agreement, now 21 years old, is still recognized as active, valid, and guiding our mutual responsibilities moving forward. Menifee County remains committed to honoring its role under this agreement. Just as in the past, we are respectfully seeking confirmation that Morgan County intends to do the same. At its core, this agreement is not about asphalt, gravel, or snow removal. It's about people. It's about ensuring that residents, regardless of which side of the county they live on, are not left on the limbo due to administrative uncertainty. It is about cooperation, stewardship of public resources, and doing what is practical and fair. So I firmly believe that when counties work together, we can set an example of effective local governance for the entire Commonwealth. This agreement reflects that spirit, and I am confident that with open communication and mutual respect, we can continue to serve these residents just as responsibly today as those before us did in 2005. I want to thank you again, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, for your time, your consideration, and willingness to engage in this discussion. As I said, Menifee County stands ready to continue alongside with Morgan County in a manner that honors this agreement, and most importantly, serve the people of both counties. I thank you, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here today. And if there's any question, I'll be happy to answer.
Well, Judge, in fact, our crews were over there just recently, wasn't you, Sean?
Actually, that's my good word.
So,
Yeah, we've been going over there for, I've been requesting money to have roads over there asphalted. And,
yes.
and then it's been working out pretty good because those roads start in Morgan County or whatever, they go over, they're gonna do the whole Morgan and Menifee route under my request instead of your guys. So we don't have to both be requesting this. So that's been working out pretty good.
That is, and it's my understanding that's gonna happen this spring, Judge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the fact is that for several years, 2 or 3 years, there were roads, and this is something I inherit.
Mhm.
There were roads that they need a rock, just
Yeah.
simply a load of rock. And I understand it's a long ways from Morgan County to
Yeah.
Morgan View. You have to take through 519. But, it is, just don't want these folks to be forgotten.
Yeah, no, I think we're getting better at that. Sir, you have a question?
Yeah, I've needed gravel on my road on Jack's Drive. I've called repeatedly to Morgan County, to the office and the names.
Jack's Road?
Yes.
All right, Sean, you hear that?
Yeah. And I actually talked to Sean, very nice on the phone,
Mhm.
but the people at the administrative office weren't so welcoming. So I've called many times, and they say Jack's Drive is not part of this, and that it's part of Menifee County, not Morgan County. It starts in Morgan County, it starts in Menifee County, ends in Morgan County. So I pay my
No, it's right-
taxes
it's right here on the
like
list.
everybody else.
Just Drive is the bottom one, the second. to
Yeah,
the
yeah, it's the second from the bottom, Jack's Drive. We'll get over it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
Now,
it.
some of the other calls, well, yeah, please, I hope you address what I was getting ready to.
We don't vote for you all.
That's what I was getting ready to bring up.
I understand you would have no interest in us. If you don't want us, give us to Menifee County.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's something I was talking to you about.
It's gonna inherit all of this, not a problem.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying. I think the judge and the magistrate back there, and this magistrate and me, we need to get together.
This guy, he won't answer the phone,
Who?
Brandon.
Oh,
Yeah, I called,
Him several times.
yeah, I called multiple times too.
all right.
Multiple
Well,
times.
Well, we'll get together and discuss moving forward and see about, and Miles, what would it take for us to get that moved completely to Menifee County, is it? That's something we'll have to,
Years, I know what it takes.
all right,
I
John.
lived down there, I grew up on White's Branch on Evan Road my whole life.
Well, I know we gotta go to the,
Menifee to school.
mhm.
I checked on it 20 years ago.
Yeah, what was it then?
Marshall Sexton was judge, Menifee County.
Yeah.
Tim was judge over here.
Mhm.
2/3 of all voters in Morgan County have to vote to allow it to annex to Menifee County. 2/3 of all of Menifee County
Have to vote to accept
have
it.
to vote to accept it.
All right.
So the tax money, tax dollars can switch over from
Yeah.
one to the other and change the county line.
No, right now, I think the tax dollars are going to Menifee, but the people are voting in Morgan where they really have no representation.
Road fund.
Yeah.
Jim, can I say something?
Yes, sir.
I've been on this request for 9 years, almost 9 years. This has been, Mr. Evans, I don't think I've ever talked to you, and I've called you at least 75 times. I've called the bank, I've called your cell phone, I've called the courthouse, and they said they can't get a hold of you. This was back before Jim, okay? I was telling the truth about it. I don't know what the deal is. But listen, I've paid enough, I own this property, part of this property that I own, for 46 years. I've paid enough taxes myself to blacktop Ryan's Road. I promise you that. I pay 2 power bills in Menifee County. I pay all my property taxes in Menifee County. I've got internet in Morgan County, but if you look on the bill, it actually says the school tax is going to Menifee County. So bottom line is this, I'm not here to quarrel or argue with anybody, and I'm not here to accuse anybody. We need help. It's as simple as that.
Well,
I'm asking you 2 judges to come together
we will.
and figure this problem out. I've talked to everybody in the state of Kentucky just about it, except for Andy Bashir, and he's unreachable. I talked to Jerry Ravenscraft, I've talked to him 100 times. Nice man, think the world of it.
Yeah, Jerry's a good man.
He got his hand,
Well, I think this is something the 2 judges need to get together and then get with the legislators and get this a vote like John's talking about and get this moving. I mean, that's the only way it's going to be done.
We'll take you out to dinner, buy you a cup of coffee.
No.
Whatever you need.
No.
We don't care. We're not trying to find.
No, yeah, we don't, you don't need to buy us anything. We'll just get moving on this and do our job.
But I know you guys don't want us, and I understand that. but
Yeah.
Somebody needs us. We want Menifee.
Well, me and the judge will work on this. I promise you that. And Hector, you promise that too, right? Thumbs up.
I think Hector might have my number now.
I got your number.
Yeah, just let me know, man.
Yeah.
Just don't leave us out in the cut.
No, we won't. We'll take care of this. I think the whole thing to fixing this is to move it to Menifee County and let Menifee County, because, look, the services, we can't get over in time to save a life.
Exactly right.
Yeah, we can't do that. So it makes sense that we go ahead and this agreement was fine maybe back in the day, but we need to move forward with this and move it in another direction. Even Brandon agrees with me. We were just talking about that a while ago. He agrees and he'll work on with that with us too. And I'm sure Rick will as well. So we'll get together here after the storm comes through and let's deal with this storm. And then me and Hector, we'll set a meeting and we'll get together with the powers that be. We'll bring Miles in with it because we got to have our attorney in there on that too, make sure that nothing's changed in 20 years. There's a lot in that Constitution that ain't changed in 100 years.
However you can, because I don't want to leave this to my children.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave it. You said 9 years?
Yeah.
I'm going to say I've been at it 5 years, 10 years before that.
Now we'll
I can tell you that.
We'll start working on that here in the very near future and move forward on it, see what we got to do to get that on a vote here. That'd be nice to have it on a vote this fall, wouldn't it? Yeah, well, let's work with that, sir.
If we can't get it done in 4 years, Brandon, I'm going to come around and get you, because I live in Morgan County. It'll cost you some money, I may not beat you.
He accepts all comers. He's already got, he ain't worried.
What's your name?
Ernie Adkins.
Yeah.
Ernie Atkins.
Guys, I apologize. I've got to leave. I've got a 2-hour drive.
Are you going back to Pike County?
Yeah, I'm trying to run off.
He didn't hear me, did he? He's got to go back to Pike County before the snow comes in.
Well, yeah, I got a 4-wheel drive.
Sir, you've been wanting to speak. Say-
So if this gets put on the ballot in Menifee and then in Morgan County, is that just an agreement between the 2 counties or?
No, that's a vote. The people have to vote on it.
Oh, will, okay, I understand.
Yeah, it's like John said, two-thirds of the Morgan County citizens in that race, or on that vote, that will have to, 2/3 of people will have to approve us transferring that portion of the county to Menifee. And then Menifee will have to have it on their ballot to accept that portion.
Well, would it become then part of?
Yeah, it would become, yeah. No, that's not an agreement. It becomes full-fledged Menifee County.
Yeah, they changed the map.
Yeah, the maps change, the boundaries change and all that.
Yeah, I mean, my backyard is Menifee County. I live in Morgan County.
Yeah. Now listen,
Yeah.
John, go ahead.
What Herschel Saxon explained to me, that it's 2/3 of the whole, every district in each county. So what happens, you have a lot of people vote, let's say you have 2,000 votes in Menifee County, 2,200 on a general election, right? Well, then let's say the other 4 districts or 5 districts in Menifee County not interested in it because they're not in Wellington.
Right.
Okay? So then you only have 400 people vote in favor of annexing it. They count all 2,200 votes. Person told me you probably never get 2/3 vote in either county.
It should go by.
Ezell will vote, say you get 200 or 300 votes in Ezell to release it. The rest of Morgan County probably won't even vote on that topic on the ballot.
Is it 2/3 of the,
2/3 of the total vote.
of the,
Of the whole county.
of
Say
the,
you have 42% show up and vote in the county.
Yeah.
Total vote.
so it's not 2/3 of the ones that show up?
2/3 of the ones that vote on that topic. That's the whole key to the whole thing.
Oh, we'll have to do research on this too, and, all right, well, one more point on this, the guy from Jack Road, Jack Lane.
So we can count on you to bring out some gravel, maintain the roads.
Yeah, Sean?
Something until the vote happens.
Yeah, it'll probably be after this, storm, but,
That's fine, no
yeah.
problem.
I live on Easy Street, by the way, so.
On what?
I live on Easy Street.
Easy Street?
And I live at the intersection of Easy Street and Keith Flip. And I've been there since I bought it in 2012.
Yeah.
And I moved there permanent in 2017. And
Yeah.
I have never seen a Morgan County garbage truck on that road. Never.
Well, the first few years I was there, me and 2 of the neighbors hauled truckloads of gravel and
Yeah.
had it put on the road.
Well, truthfully, Allison, when I came in office, I really didn't know anything about that whole area. I didn't know it even really existed.
Yeah. Yeah, we took care of Easy Street for a
All
long
right.
time.
All right, well, me and Hector get to work on this, so, we'll go ahead and, I don't want to put any more time in this. We all agree it's a problem. We're gonna go after it aggressively, all right? Okay, the next up,
The minutes are on there now.
minutes, all right, let's go to the minutes. And thank you all for coming in and discussing this. All right. See you.
There we go. You may have to refresh it and kick it, or hit the top left-hand date of the meeting from the pair. There they go.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know if they'll get back or not.
We'll wing it.
We'll figure it out.
Good to see everybody.
Good to see you too, Tana.
See?
Try to keep John under
Are they
control.
open for you, Brandon?
I said, try to keep John under control.
Just, Brandon.
Good luck.
Hit the top Morgan County Fiscal Court, January 20, on the top left-hand corner, or top left, where it says the date, Morgan County Fiscal Court. Hit that, and it'll refresh it. And then you'll hit it and hit download.
You get top right on that.
No, it's, did you pull in? I think I can get it.
Here we go.
Did you get it?
Get it? I got mine. Gina's got it.
Last vote.
Yeah, you're refreshing.
And then when you get done, it should
Pretty
go
good,
back.
there you
Nobody left.
We had a busy Tuesday, didn't we?
Okay. Would you
We had
just
a
hit
busy
back?
Tuesday. Yeah.
Just hit back. Okay, you should be able to just hit back and it take you
Oh.
to the portal.
Y'all get them?
Everybody got them? All right.
I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes of the last meeting.
I'll second.
Motion on the floor, properly second to approve minutes of the last meeting. Discussions, amendments, corrections? There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, now we're going into bid openings. All right, fun begin. You ready, Sheena? This is for the FEMA project, right?
There should be 2 roads.
Yeah, this first one
There
is,
should be 2 roads, Roseberry Road and War Creek.
yeah, War Creek's first.
Who's this from?
War Creek, and it's from SLI Construction and Excavation.
Who was it now?
Can you read that? SL,
S&M
S&M?
or S.
no, not S&M, that's out of Louisville.
SL1 Construction?
SL1?
SL1.
All right. SL1 Construction and Excavation out of Louisville, well, no, out of Salyersville.
Okay.
Here's our certificate.
Here y'all go.
All right, here's the repair unit cost bid form. You ready? Remove and replace reinforced concrete footing. Cost per unit, $1,585, and that's 4, so that's $6,340 for that. Remove and replace riprap. I'm just gonna give the totals, $1,955. Install Class 3 riprap, $2,125. Add concrete to both sides, making them 2 feet thick, $2,300. Wing walls, add concrete to footers for wing walls, $3,450. Add abutments to form wing walls, $8,480. Install geotextile to the embankments, $1,856. Install silt fence, $550. Install rebar, $5,850. Maintain and control traffic, $1,000. Mobilization and demobilization per site, $1,000. That's for a total of $34,906.
$34,906.
Yep, $34,906. That's,
War Creek.
War
War
Creek, yeah,
Creek.
War Creek, yeah. All right, next bid is for Roseberry Road, and it's also the same company, SL1 Construction and Excavation out of Salyersville.
Where is Roseberry? Roseberry Road. That ain't-
All right, same company. Remove and replace reinforced concrete abutment, $2,500. Remove and replace reinforced concrete footing, $7,125. Remove and replace general field material, $300. Slack cone rock, $5,400. DGA, $4,800. Silt fence, $825. Rebar, $13,300. Maintaining control traffic, $1,000. Mobilization, demobilization, $1,000. Total cost, $28,392.25. What was the,
28,392, 25 cents.
yeah. Okay, the next one's from S&M Construction. All right, I didn't bring my knife with me. Steve, you get this taped up good. She does. Ain't nobody getting into this. I'll use that for the next one. Okay, this is from S&M Construction, and this is for War Creek Road.
You want to hand that to Brandon? Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Remove and replace reinforced concrete footing, $3,400. Remove and replace riprap, $805. Install Class 3 riprap, $1,250. Add concrete to both sides, making them 2 feet thick, $3,200. Wing walls, add concrete to footers for wing walls, $4,800. Add abutments to form wing walls, $8,000. Install geotextile to the embankments, $800. Install a silt fence, $100. Install rebar, $2,000. Maintain and control traffic, $2,000. Mobilization, demobilization, $1,000. And that's a total of $27,355. $27,355.
Was that War Creek or Roseberry?
War Creek. All right, this is from S&M Contracting. It's for Roseberry Road. Remove and replace reinforced concrete abutment, $9,600. Remove and replace reinforced concrete footing, $28,500. Remove and replace general fill material, $750. Cyclone rock, $5,000. DGA, $3,000. Silt fence, $150. Rebar, $5,600. Maintain traffic, controlling traffic, that looks like a 3,000? Yeah, all right. And mobilization and demobilization, $1,000. Total, $56,600.
How much was that again?
56,600. That's Roseberry.
Yeah.
This is from Pettit Contracting, and it's for the bridge on Roseberry Road. All right, remove and replace reinforced concrete abutment, $5,000. Remove and replace reinforced concrete footing, $20,500.05. Remove and replace general fill material, $15,500. Cyclone rock, $3,000. DGA, $3,000. Silt fence, $1,800. Rebar, $5,012. Maintain and control traffic, $250. Mobilization, demobilization, $250. Total, $54,312.05.
This,
Yeah, that was
and this was
Roseberry.
Roseberry.
Yeah.
That was Roseberry.
54.
All right, again, this is from Pettit Contracting, and it's for War Creek Road. So remove and replace reinforced concrete footing, $4,000. Remove and replacement of riprap, $920. Install Class 3 riprap, $3,000. Add concrete to both sides, making them 2 feet thick, $3,000. Wing walls, add concrete to the footers for four wing walls, $4,500. Add abutments to form wing walls, $7,500. Install geotextile to the embankments, $1,600. Install silt fence, $1,200. Install rebar, $6,780. Maintain control of traffic, $250. Mobilization, demobilization, $250. For a total of $33,000. $33,000,
Even.
even. That is the end of the bids.
Do you have that one for Roseberry Road, that SL1?
Yeah, that's the one I'm wanting to review again as well.
Yeah.
28,398. That's far off here.
Yeah,
Something's bad wrong on it.
Yeah, it's those, that's what I have to, that's why I thought maybe I might have wrote it down wrong.
Leaving something out or
Yeah, that was,
fudging on something or something.
yeah, there's something wrong with that.
Y'all have it over there?
Do you have it?
Yeah, need to look at that close.
I think it was this one. $28,392, $392,
Oh, I got three,
25.
yeah.
$28,392, 25.
There's the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are, see the number on this one?
Yeah. Remove and replace reinforced concrete footing. The footings, what's the problem?
What's the per footing unit cost? This one's 15. What's this one?
Well, in the description, I think I heard, you know, a lot more concrete, thicker.
This was the repetitive, this one, and then this one, there's that one.
We do price it at $375 a yard. It's got 19 right there. You can go over there.
19, so this one's. What does it say on the,
Contractors get.
well, right here it says to, well, it says 19 on here on the bid, on the bid packet, I think, it says 19. This one says 19 as well. How many does that one say?
19. You put on the 8 foot wide and 16 inches thick. I think I heard now. On Denny's. 2 foot.
War Creek is 2 foot.
Here's what I have.
Well, oh yeah, this road first. Maybe that's where I was.
Did you all see this? Can you see that? Here's the 3 bids. Here's what their bid was. Here's the difference in what we. Here is the total for each one of them. This is the bids. This is the distance. This formula is shown. This formula.
Where Chet took on everything was the same. This is S and L. This is same road. Same. None the same.
She's multitasking.
Well, that was those two, so those are the bids. This is the total bids for each photo, for each group. Then this is what we have left over. This is the bids for each room. This is the totals.
Well, we found it right off. The difference is right here.
Price of the concrete. They screwed up big time there on that. Price.
It's the SL1.
Anybody here from SL1?
Probably about to get that after the question, I mean, get them the. Once the bids are open, it's done deal.
They're looking at the FEMA funding, is that what you got? They're looking at it on my phone.
Okay. Here's each one of our bids. Here's the totals, and this is what this is what we've received for the project. This is each one of these, that is there. Here's the total bids. Here's what's left over from this right here. I put those formulas in because I didn't know how many bids we was gonna get. So,
There's an additional one.
right here's the thing. And then
Did you put in what you had?
this was 2%.
Yeah. I mean, that's comparable.
And the reason that one
This is so
was
much
cheaper is
different.
because of the concrete. You got a lot more than it looks like.
Did you want to see the thing more?
We got
Oh, okay.
pretty much
Go
got
ahead.
figured out right there.
Let's see. Is that separate?
Yeah, He's kicked on.
fell short on concrete on the floors.
Yeah,
I'm not, that's the only thing.
because they're not going to make it up somewhere.
That one, I don't know, I would feel sure on that. It has to pass, you know. I don't know what you're gonna do about that. Yeah, I'm just, that's it. That's the bridge up your house, ain't it? There's
The War Creek, yeah.
it's been fixed once.
They fixed it more on that.
That's the rest of it. I mean,
Steve said, he said there was no way that they fixed it what would be, and they did. It was a mess.
no, you have to take what you feel is the best work, best bid.
Yeah. You guys made a decision? Or are you ready to talk about it?
Something's not right on that bid.
No.
Plain and simple.
I'm worried about it.
It's the unit price on the concrete that's not right.
Which bid you talking about?
That's the one on
Roseberry Road.
Roseberry.
Unit price on concrete's about a third of what or a fourth. It'll be a third of what the other ones are.
It requires to remove and replace 19.
They've got 19 down, but the price of concrete is
I think it varies from 375 to.
Over 1,000.
per yard.
It's gonna be done to the specs, all right?
It's got to be done to the specs, but
Yeah,
It has to be 48 foot long, 8 foot wide, and
messed up.
16 inches thick. Is what the specs said, right?
Well, they had how much concrete that it took there, right?
Yeah.
So,
they had the right amount of concrete, right?
Just the price per unit was
Yeah.
way off.
It's going to be a loss for somebody.
Big loss.
To live by the specs.
37,000.
Who is that?
You know,
this is upstairs.
it's Salyersville. They're out of Salyersville. Lakeside Road.
It says
Is
point of
Smith
contact
Patrick still up there?
is- Does that say Carson Sloan?
That's what I thought it said. Carson.
Looks like.
Yeah.
228 Lakeville Road, Sayersville, Kentucky, Carson Sloan.
You know the qualifications, had insurance?
Yeah, their certificate was good.
As long as they live by the specs. Be short, I'll back up and tear it out doing this.
And we'd have to send somebody out there to inspect and make sure they do it right.
If,
FEMA should be done anyway.
if they finish the job, I have seen them go belly up and not finish it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other problem
You don't
too.
pay anything.
If they go belly up in the middle of the project. What you guys wanna do? You wanna go with another one that's real safe, more comfortable with, or you wanna? All the bids come under the FEMA.
I mean, this is FEMA.
Yeah, this
Get
is FEMA.
reimbursed for all of it, so.
FEMA is,
We're way this, here's the numbers here,
so we're way under on all
We're
of them.
in the good.
all three, yeah.
Yeah.
good.
And
Those
FEMA
numbers-
will
those
inspect that
numbers
project. FEMA, that's a FEMA, so FEMA will be out there with a,
Yeah.
yeah.
We have already received the funding for this project.
Yeah, we've already
it's a
got the
small
money for
project.
it.
We've already received money.
I'm all for saving money, but I'm worried about that kind of price. I was worried about the job and if they finish it or not. It's my worst fear.
I don't think so. They have to do it by the spec. If they don't finish, they don't get no money. Turn around and do it.
They've made a mistake. It depends on how bad they want to eat it
Yeah.
or what they'll do to get out of it. Yeah.
Right? They don't get the money till it's done. It'll be done before you know it.
I would go with that.
Let them have their own
You know,
rock.
both of them are cheap. But I'm worried about that.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Did he leave a phone number? What is it?
I don't know if you're allowed to do that
Oh,
or
yeah, I
not.
don't know, I don't know.
After the
Oh, I
road.
got a question, I don't know where he's getting that concrete so cheap. I need some.
Well, they leak some new stuff.
Yeah, it could be, yeah. You got some sand off the hill.
It's a whole lot of mixing hopes.
There's a lot to it. Are y'all ready?
Yeah, I entertain a motion, let's go.
I'm worried about that one. I'll make a motion, S&M, get them both. They're about 4,000 cheaper than Pettit on both of them. And like I say, I'm worried about that.
That concerns me too.
That one right there.
DOD, I've been on jobs and you get some of these guys in, and next thing you know, they do it cheap, they go belly up, and you're sitting there looking at the, looking at the mess.
I've seen them run out before.
Yeah,
But they won't be paid anything. if
no, they won't be paid anything, but it's still, you're sitting there, you got that mess sitting there to look at and no
Yeah.
bridge.
You have
Or a
the
hack
job done or
bridge.
whatever, they get the first draw and they're gone or belly up. You're left holding the bag unless they're bonded, and that's a big hassle, to try to get the bond
Is
money.
there a certificate say they're bonded this year?
They're supposed to be bonded, I think.
They should be bonded, that certificate should be,
Do you know the timeline on this, Vicki?
Hmm?
Do you know the timeline on this one? I don't know, we didn't include a timeline on here.
No.
Work mu-
Typically,
Oh, yeah, work must be completed no later than June 15th of 26.
yeah, I mean, typically it's 6 months, and then usually can get an
I just wasn't
extension.
sure the timeline that we
Yeah.
had to get this done.
you can get June, but we get extensions. Eric, what do you think?
Well, I had them up here.
You're still doing siphoning?
Yeah. Well, I had them over here, but I forgot to, I did subtract.
Yeah.
2, Yeah, S&M is
Yeah.
gonna be, when you put both of them together, S&M is gonna be $3,357.05 cheaper. I'll second. Something ain't right.
Did you make a motion?
Yeah.
All right. You guys hear that?
Now what was it?
They're making motions over here. Hey, you gotta watch this side over the All right.
I made a motion for S&M to get both of them. Because that Roseberry Road, that low price, that worries me. What might happen about that? And S&M's cheaper than Pettit when you
So-
combine them. And then Eric.
Eric seconded, so
So your motion was to award both to S&M?
Yeah.
I don't know, I never heard of them.
$3,357 cheaper when you combine them.
5 cents.
Yeah, don't forget that 5 cents. 5 cents.
And I think, myself, this SL1, we'd be doing them in pretty bad if they did miss something and went 30,000 in the hole.
And held it, that's,
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, we got a motion on the floor, it's been properly seconded.
Because this money's not costing the county anything.
No.
It's FEMA money
Yeah,
that's
that's
already
FEMA money, so.
been
we've already
paid.
got
Who
paid for it.
seconded that?
I did.
Eric. So, I'll call for a vote. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Motion awarded to S&M. All right. What's next on the review of WEX and Elon billing? Sheena?
Okay, so sorry. Okay, number 9 is the review of our WEX and Elon billing statements. We have 3 attachments for you there that Vicki has included. The first one is in reference to our WEX account. This is a fuel log for the last month. It tells by department, by employee, and per gallon and cost of fuel. The second one is our Elon financial statement, which is the county credit card, which we do most of our online ordering from. We also have included the WEX fuel card invoice statement. This tells in detail what she summarized on that fuel log. It tells a lot of details, so everything on there for the fuel, and we just need to ratify those prior period expenditures for WEX and Elon Financial Services. And if y'all have any questions, just let me know.
I'll make a motion to ratify prior period expenditures for WEX and Elon Financial Services.
I'll second.
Motion on the floor, properly second, to ratify prior period expenditures for WEX and Elon Financial Services. Questions or discussion? There being none, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Next up, Wellness Center policy. Nathan's not here, is he? No, he's on jury duty and other stuff, but I'll read his letter. When he came in and went into the Wellness Center, I asked him to do kind of like a risk assessment. You got it?
Yeah.
All right. I asked him to do a risk assessment and see what he thought about where we stood in the Wellness Center. If you remember when this administration first came in, you remember the issues that we were facing at the Wellness Center. And so we had to get kind of tight on policies, 16 years old and all that. And A lot of those issues are gone now. We're not finding the condoms underneath the stairwells and all the other issues that we were having, attempted kidnapping and all that. The security's gotten pretty good. The people that used to come in all the time and cause problems and, keep the seniors from using the track, all that's gone. And it's looking a lot better up there. So Nathan wrote this letter, and you read it. I'll read it here for the public. Dear Judge, Executive, and members of the Fiscal Court, I respectfully submit this letter for consideration and approval of a proposed policy governing youth access to the upstairs area of the Morgan County Wellness Center. I respectfully request that, if possible, this matter be placed on the agenda for the upcoming Morgan County Fiscal Court meeting for discussion and action. Under the proposed policy, children 14 years of age and under shall be required to be accompanied by a responsible adult at all times while in the upstairs facilities. Additionally, small children shall be prohibited from using the equipment located in the upstairs area, as such equipment is intended for older users and presents safety risk. As you know, the problems we were having with that was unattended children were going over. I think the last event we had was when we put the new floor down. A kid went over and started grabbing the dumbbells and throwing them over the side, and so that was the problem we were having with that. But that seems to be going away now. Wellness Center staff will actively monitor and enforce this policy to ensure compliance, promote safety, and maintain an orderly and enjoyable environment for all patrons. He now has, like on a Navy ship, they're making rounds up there, or like at a prison, they're making rounds and checking things and looking at it. And he's paying more attention, and they got the cameras and paying attention to that. Policy is intended to balance family access with safety, proper supervision, and appropriate use of facility equipment. Staff will apply this policy consistently and promptly and address any violations or concerns. Thank you for your time and consideration. Please do not hesitate to contact the Wellness Center should additional information be required. Respectfully submitted, Nathan Bowman, Morgan County Wellness Center.
So, can small children go upstairs with their parent who walks around the track?
That's what he's wanting to do. And we've actually, I've put that out for a while. I even addressed it on Facebook. I said, I was talking to him about it. I said, as long as those kids is with the parent, but I don't see no reason why. The problem we had before, there's just so many other things that was going on. If you remember, we had so much going on back then, so many things happening up there, and the way that facility was designed was basically for an adult up there. And but you got parents wanting to go up there and walk the track. Moms has got kids at home. They want to go up there and walk the track. And we're just going to basically have to set a policy, 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strike, or whatever, and then you can't do it no more if you don't keep your kid under control. Because we can still go out there. We just can't let them just keep going up there. If they don't mind the rule, we'll have to have a policy in place. Can't have to start up again.
I think we need to do something because I know a lot of folks are pretty upset because they can't go upstairs and walk with
kids,
child in a stroller. Or
They should be able to take the kids up there if they can.
Yeah, control.
Keep them off.
The equipment.
Well, they don't need to be on it heavy weightlifting stuff if somebody ain't there watching them.
I agree with that. Well, we should be able to.
I think we can do it because it's a whole different atmosphere up there now. So it's not like it was when we came in.
This policy here, the one that's in place right now is 16 years of age and older for the equipment, right?
Yeah.
So the only thing he's done is took a year off. He put children 14 years of age and under.
Yeah.
Instead of putting children 15 years of age or older. So it made it sound better by putting 14 in there, but
there's that 1 year.
There's that 1 year,
There's 1 year.
Yeah, they're still hanging that out there.
But we can change that ourselves. I mean, he's got children 14 years of age and under. Right now it says 16
and older.
And older.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
So he's, the wording, I mean, when you see the 14, you're thinking, well, he's taking.
It sounds like 2 years,
off.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's really not, he's taking a year.
So we could change it to, say,
Well,
13?
well, it's gonna have big changes to include 15 in there, because if you're
Yeah.
15 years old,
Yeah.
you're in between there,
He's
and you
gonna-
can't do either one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to, if we're gonna make this the policy, I just soon do 14 years of age and older. But what do you guys think?
14 years of age and older?
And I'm like Brandon, I think it needs to be in here somewhere in writing that kids can go up
With parents.
with parents.
With parents.
Yeah.
I think you'd have a lot more folks.
People would use it more.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I mean, I agree 100%. Small children don't need to be around the weights, they don't need to be around treadmills. That's
Yeah.
just dangerous.
They are dangerous if someone ain't watching them or supervising right on the spot.
I think the answer to that is in the future when, is taking, because I talked to some of the gym people that designs gyms, and they came in and looked at that, and they said if we took all that equipment and moved it kind of over in the corner and moved that track going straight instead of that curve right through it, because that track, most facilities I worked on and designed, you don't run a track through
Yeah,
a
it
gym.
is odd.
That's kind of odd. And because you got your weightlifters having to cross the track to go over to get those big dumbbells and walk back and forth, and you shouldn't have that. That should have been addressed during the design of the facility. I mean, we can't do it now, but I've just never seen a design like that before. So I think in the future, there's more ways that we can make it more family-friendly up there.
Could we not build, install some walls around the weight room?
Well, the one guy I talked to, he said like that wall we got up there, it should come down, and that would make more room to move everything up, and then put a fence around 3 foot high. He says that would keep your toddlers and or your other people from going in there.
I think that the free weights are kind of the issue.
Yeah.
We do
It's the
have
free
those, we do have those 2 rooms over there on the side, or at least utilize one of them and make it strictly like a weight room, put some weight benches in there, so they're having to pack the weights across the walking track, running into people. If those weights were designated back there in that room with the camera and also doing, random checks, the weights could be designated there. That would take the, risk for the children being over there, plus not having to cross the track and being over there in the equipment. You could designate that area for the weights. I mean, I think that would be
Yeah, I think we
a
can.
suggestion, but
Well, I think we got some ways to look at that and.
that would take
make
that
it
out
better.
of the safety risk, and that you could put those over in a different area, put something up on the wall for the weightlifters, that way they could utilize that room.
Should we put anything in there to keep them kind of watching their kids, that if it starts getting out of hand again, that it can be revisited?
Yeah. You go ahead and let's kind of write a policy up and then put it to the court and then come back next month and.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and look at the one we got now, send it out to all you guys and put the changes in it, and then that way we come back next month. Because, I like what he's suggesting here, but I think we need to define some points on it and talk about it. You agree to that? Okay. All right, well, let's move on. We'll table that till the next month. Wellness Center, opioid settlement funds. Who's got that, me? Sheena?
Yeah, we can both discuss it.
Yeah. We can kick it off.
Back in 2023, Morgan County started receiving opioid settlement funding. We have now, they have requiring us to do a little bit more reporting on those funds. So I contacted CAECO, and they have suggested that we, as a group, you all would be responsible. Of course, everything does come through the fiscal court anyway, but to do a application and start a process of how that you will apply for these funds, and that way we can, I've attached I've got some attachments for y'all to view. The first attachment is just some standard information on what all can be included and be paid out and considered projects for the opioid funding. I have also included some ledgers showing you how much opioid funding we have received over the time period, and we have also funded, the court has funded for a life-saving Lucas device for the ambulance service with opioid money, and also for the New Vision Recovery Center, a van. We have paid on that as well. So those funds have been used to secure both of those things. There also is Exhibit E, which is a list of opioid remediation uses. There's several ideas and things that people can that the opioid funding can use. It is a restricted fund, so that way whatever is on that, it has to be used for that. The next example that I have, or the next attachment that I have, is a sample of the application that was given to us by KACO. As you can see, the highlighted areas there would be where we would key in specifically Morgan County. And if you'll notice about midways down the page for the availability of funds, for instance, this county, there is several scenarios that she explained to me, but for instance, this county has said proposals, which would be applications, will be accepted each year between January 1st and March 31st. So applicants, businesses, organizations, groups, clubs, whatever would apply during that time period, they have established that a minimum funding of $500 and a maximum funding of $3,000 per organization, and they have totaled per fiscal year what they would let go out in that funding for $24,000. But I had talked to her, she said some counties was doing like $1,000 per organization per application. You could do anywhere from $5,000 to $5,000, $5,000 to $10,000, $5,000 to whatever you want to do. But as of right now, we have a balance of $45,178.34 of opioid funding available. We will be receiving this each year, not a big amount, around, what was it, Vicki, around $5,058 a year, but we do have a balance right now. The reason for this application that they're wanting us to do is each year now fiscal courts will be they'll be selecting a person to do this reporting. I've already submitted the report for 2025 on August the 31st, but as you can see, it's a great deal of information that they are requiring now. So whenever someone applies, an organization that's going to receive these funds, they would need to include all this information in on like how many people it would reach, what the opioid funds would be used for, and kind of like a project detail, so then the court can decide, you know, how that would be awarded. But it's totally up to you all how you want to do it. I'm the county contact person right now and doing the reporting, but they kind of suggested that the funding period, so that way people would know from July 1st to June 30th of the following year. But it would be totally up to you all how you want to do those. But we do need to establish a process in order to get those funds moving to be used for the good of Morgan County to be able to be utilized. This is going to be the requirements.
I suggest we look at some of the other county policies and see how they're doing it and create a policy from that and go from there. I don't think I've talked to several other judges, they're already got theirs in place. I don't think we need to reinvent the wheel, but we need to make it fit Morgan County.
Right.
And I've already been approached by a couple of organizations for that. They got projects in mind. Sheriff?
I just have a question. Can that money go to private entities, or is it supposed to go to like public entities, like organizations?
They didn't.
It said businesses. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
It's businesses, it's
That's
private.
why I included all this information. We can read through. The best way to do is to put all this information out there and then allow the people to submit it in, and then we have a little checklist that we go by to see who would qualify. But according to her, the KRS states businesses, as long as you qualify to be able to utilize this money as the KRS states in Exhibit E on here. I mean, that's my understanding. Miles, do you know anything additional on that as far as the guidelines on who can apply?
No, I haven't taken a look at that.
I would have to research it a little bit more, but as of right now, we did have two. We have funded two projects. Like I said, the Lucas device for the ambulance service, and
That was
then
before this came out.
Yeah, but there is a different way of applying and reporting. We just want to stay in compliance on that. But I feel like,
I was curious if it could go to like, well, an example like the rehab fine man, rehab,
Yeah.
which is a private
Yeah,
business, if you will. I mean, you know, I know other counties are, I mean, I think Memphis County, they're helping to fund one of the, because they have their own police force in their school out there.
Mhm.
So I think they're funding one of their officers with it and have. And that officer does drug awareness classes and things like that within the school. I was just curious. I just wanted to know. I was just curious.
as long as we would have to look, I feel like, at each individual case is the way they explained it to me, and I'm, learning about this now because it's new as well. But the way I understood is that, the court would get together and look at each application and see, if it qualifies to fall within
I
that.
was just wondering about for-profit, like if you could take that and use it for for-profit.
I'll find out for sure, but that would definitely need
Mr.
to
Green?
be.
Yeah, the question I have, can the sheriff's department apply for it?
Seems like they
See any
should,
reason
yeah.
why you couldn't?
I don't see why they
We're gonna
couldn't.
buy some more AEDs for cruisers.
Can the school system apply for it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I feel like they can.
School system's already approached us, so that's one of the reasons it got this started.
Whenever I talked to her, she said a nonprofit or a business. That's what the two things that she called it. I mean, I can check further with her tomorrow. I can send her an email and get it
But
for
we
sure.
got to get a policy together first, and so.
But as far as the procedure on how that
Yeah.
we're gonna handle distributing the money probably needs to be set pretty quick, because we do have kind of on a timeline about that. But it's totally up to you all. If you want to set it to where that starting January 1st, like, for instance, this is the example they sent from Keiko. I guess she's, sending this out from January 1st to March 31st. Everyone would know that you have that 3-month time period to submit your application. And then you could, if you all want to do, each individual applicant could be like, there's a minimum and a maximum amount. We don't have a whole lot, 45,000, but you do want to be able to get that out there. to
That's
be
why we
used.
need the policy. Before we do anything, we have to have a policy or process.
I think we just need to set a timeline.
Yeah.
And
That has to be
a
part of the process.
funding amount. That's the two things I feel like that if the court chooses to do those two things, you can be as strict as you want, or you can be as,
Probably want to know what's going to be used for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
oh, well, that if you all go on down through there,
That's all
this
in there.
is, this
why we gotta do the
application
policy.
would have to have the
can't do this
organization
unless we do the
information. They have to have the project description, the population that served, project timeline, the sustainability, the budget that they're projecting. They are a lot of questions, how many people it reaches, what's the impact on your community, what community it is. You can even detail it as much to be, focused on just youth. You can focus it on, everyone. You can focus it. She said there's so many different things that you can do. This is just an example to get us started.
I said again, that's
Point
why
is-
we need a policy.
Right.
A process. So,
There's a lot of guidelines on this one, but this is just a sample, and we can adjust it as needed.
I say take that home with you and let's look at it, and, because I don't think we can make that decision here tonight.
And I can also, in between that time till we come back, I can find out exactly who qualifies to apply. And I will get that in an email from Keiko as well.
Hey, Sheila?
Yes.
So is that amount set now? Is it set in stone what we're gonna get every year? Because I did a little looking into that, we talked about that some time ago. And something like Memphis County, it appeared they got more money than we did, and per capita, we're much larger than.
I heard that
think it's
was.
based on, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's based on, it's based on overdoses
It's
and
based
deaths.
on prior year cases.
Yeah.
Maybe did we not report correctly at some point, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm fairly certain from when I took over as sheriff, I can sit here with certainty and tell you, we've had a bunch of overdoses. I mean,
Yeah.
we had a bunch prior to it. I'm just curious. I mean,
No, that's what it was. I asked the same question, and they said it was based, we didn't have the overdoses that the other counties had, like Wolf and other ones.
I'm just wondering if maybe we need to, if we could go back and look at that.
And look at those reports that might have been turned in. That's something we'd have to bring the coroner into and look at.
Right. And I don't know. I mean, I just.
I don't know either.
It just seems kind of odd to me. I mean, if they would have more larger land mass wise, larger population wise.
Mhm.
I think it's based on reporting from years back of.
Yeah.
Of the particular, the way the settlement read on how you qualify for the amount of funding. I don't think it's population based.
I'm just, I don't mean to interrupt the meeting. I'm just curious because it's, I mean,
Yeah, it's funny why those other counties get so much money and we don't. Yeah.
We're not getting a very big chunk of it, you know.
Yeah.
Compared to other counties.
No, I agree with you. That's why I asked the question. But,
We
so-
do keep this in a separate line item all by itself, so these funds will stay in that line item and not used. They are obligated for exactly this use only. So we do have that categorized on a revenue and expense line item. But this balance, unless for some reason we receive any more funding between now and the next meeting, is that number there. But I'll get those questions answered and get back to you either on email or before the next meeting for sure.
Okay.
So you wanna table it?
Yeah, we'll table it till we look at the policy and all that, and we gotta have a policy process before we.
If you all want to read up on that first attachment there, it's got all the KRS, the Exhibit E, everything on it. It's several pages, but it's very lengthy. That's all I needed to say. Go ahead.
Okay, moving along. Looks like we're getting into roads now. First one up is Windy Point. Tommy, I think the Stanifers out there said they're done and they want to.
Jeff Stanifer,
Yeah.
where he had a subdivision that's down 519 off Patrick Road. Tell me, Dwayne Lewis, I guess, built the last house out there, and he said, I want to blacktop that. And it's already blacktop, a good 2-lane road, good shape. He just wants to turn it over to the county. I think he's already talked to Miles about it. So, I guess.
Yeah, I think somebody talked to me about that. I mean, as long as there's, there's a community there, so it's being served. A road would serve that community. So I mean, y'all could definitely.
Several houses there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been up in there. There's several houses up in there. The roads are nice. That's the best road we can take in when we're already blacktop.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, what do we do?
Well, we gotta go
Advertise it, or?
Well, we have to go out and measure it.
I think Sean's already measured.
Have you already measured it, Sean?
Yeah.
You got the numbers with you?
Yeah. It's a total of 0.63 miles, counting one field and one
Wow, that's not much.
0.16 is gravel still, so total of 0.63.
Oh, there's still gravel up there?
There's a little section.
Just that
last
Over
house.
Oh, right, and that's part of it. Oh, all right, I see what you're
Over
saying.
about where Jeff was building his place also. Is he gonna loop that back in to the main road?
That's what it appears to me.
Yeah.
Because each way has already started a blacktop route, and then in the middle,
Yep.
it wasn't completed. Now they built that last house in the middle.
How many houses is
Toby Arnold,
Yeah.
Richie Verdell, McDade.
There's 6 houses.
Six
houses.
6 houses. That's pretty good
Six.
service for.
on? Sorry, blacktop, I can never remember taking in roads.
Yeah.
Blacktop.
You know, Round County, you know, Round
Have you
County?
lived up?
In Round County, there has to be blacktop for them to take it in.
Well, some counties are like that.
Yeah. All right.
If there is, I hate to even say this because it's the exception weighed into everything, but normally I say you can't do the last house because of course it only serves one house. But one of the the circumstances that Rich Ornstein said you could take in the entirety of everything, even to the last house, is for subdivisions.
That's
Ones
what
that-
it is.
Because the county is being served by this small community with this one road or whatever, so there wouldn't be any problem taking it all in.
Yeah, I think so. And they also said something about if you needed it for a turnaround and get back in.
Yeah,
Take,
cul-de-sac.
yeah.
Morgan County's first cul-de-sac. All right, we're getting up in the world. Well, we got the length that we need, 0.6 of a mile. Want to make a motion and move along with this?
Somebody's gonna have to tell me that, because I have not understood the length from anybody who has.
0.6?
0.6.
0.63.
Yeah, 6.3?
Yes.
0.63.
Okay, got it.
I'll make a motion to take Windy Point into the county road system.
I'll second it.
Motion on the floor, properly second to take Windy Point, 0.63 of a mile into the county road system. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Prater Road. Nobody here tonight to discuss that?
I'll discuss it because I've talked to like everybody or whatever. So the road that Mr. Ratliff, the road foreman, said is that it's all clear until you get to about a gate, and there's probably only 100 or 200 yards more. It's just a little bit more. That the county road ends up leading to the middle of a field, okay? So I think they said something about there was a trailer or something there maybe before, but there's nobody now. So I think that Mr. Prater had wanted to take out part of the road so that he could have his pasture there and everything, and be able to put that gate up exactly where it is. Of course, there's somebody else owns the property behind it, okay, and they have an easement in their deed. It's one of those old deeds, but an easement in their deed that calls for her to get across some property, okay. Now, Mr. Prater objects and says, well, that's actually a different piece of property that I owned, and her easement is somewhere else. But that is a problem that they have to deal with, okay, because there's no county road that actually services the property right now, okay. So that's kind of where we are. I know Mr. Prater wants to take out back to where the gate is. I know the other person wants to keep the road open or as far as they can. However, the gate's still, wherever it ends, they're still going to have to go to the circuit court and get forced basically their way through there. Okay, that's a civil matter. So I want guidance from you all. If you all say, Miles, we want the full road open and enforce it, then I can enforce it with the help of the sheriff and whoever or whatever. If you say, Miles, I want to take it out, okay, we want to take it out, at least back up to where he can fence in his horses or cattle or whatever it is, then you can do that. You'd have to give notice and wait 30 days since you're taking something away, but you could vote on that. So it's whatever you all want to do. Sean can talk a little bit more about it if you want to, but basically nobody's contesting the road up to a certain point, and then there's a gate, and the guy's like, well, I really need that gate because it locks in a pasture. So that's where we're at. Even if we don't close the road, however, this person, the other person is going to have to still go to court in order to enforce an easement.
Sean, you got any comments on the road?
Like Miles said, that the road actually ends in the middle of the field, which is the property of Mr. Prater. So the other people still have
No access.
no access to their own land from the end of the county road.
How much of the road would we have to take out?
See, when I met with Mr. Prater, he asked about taking it out at the mailboxes.
Yeah.
don't actually have those numbers with me, but I do have them.
Yeah.
It might be on that paper you all have.
Well, I'll give this to you. You can see this and probably tell me what there's. I see a few numbers there. I know you'd sent me a better one, but I don't know if I have that one. See if it's in this other.
So we can't take the road out if we don't know how much we're taking out, correct?
You got posted for 30 days.
You'd have to post it, and then if they wanted, if whoever wants to show up next time and speak for or against it.
Can we go ahead and take it out tonight if we want to do that?
No, because you're taking something away, and like the adding of the other, she could say, yes, I know it doesn't lead to my place, but there's a liberty
Well, I mean,
interest.
Can we post?
Yes, we can post it.
Well, that's what I'm asking,
Yes.
I'll take it out, but,
Yeah, I would just say post it, and whoever wants to show up next time and talk, they can, and then you all can vote of, if you want to keep this road in the county system, or maintain it, or take it out, whatever you all want to do.
Leroy, that's your district, you've been out there.
It's no benefit to the public. It just goes along, it just goes to the middle of the field.
I agree with you. All right. We gotta make a milestone,
I don't think we need to make a motion, I just, that we
Just
all
need to go
agree that
out and
we're
post.
gonna
We all
advertise,
agree?
and then we'll.
Just agree to post.
All right,
Sean, get me the measurements tomorrow and I'll get the,
Yeah, I have them, I just don't have them with me.
right,
all right.
I'll get those.
We're all in agreement, right? Eric, Tommy?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
We'll be shortening it down to like 660-something feet.
All right.
It's rough, it's quite a bit more than that right now, but it'll pull it back to like 600-something feet.
Okay. All right, sounds good to me. Moving along. McCallahan Hill Road, Tommy, is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on out there?
I got a phone call.
Imagine that.
Wonder why we changed the name of the road. I said, well, I didn't know we had.
I didn't either.
But Sean showed me on his map that he's got up there, that it does say, Wet Cemetery Road. But you drive up there and pull Google up on your phone and it says McClaney Hill Road.
Yeah,
Which, as you go out 772, at the top of the hill, turn back left, which is the old 519,
yeah.
the road. And their addresses says McClaney Hill Road.
Huh.
So I don't know what happened, where the Wet Cemetery Road come from, I don't know.
So another
I've
road
always-
mystery.
I've always noted as McClaney Hill Road.
Yeah.
That's what their address is. Google says that's what it is.
That's what the post
Did you
office says
find
too,
out
right?
what-
That's what that map that Darby has, PDA.
Yeah.
It's McClanahan.
It is?
Yeah.
So I guess basically it's gonna be called Twit Road or McClaney Hill Road, just so Sean and them know what sign to put
Well,
up.
in the system, it's,
I was gonna say, what's it in the system?
McClanahan. Now, beside that,
Yeah, if you pull up on
does
Google
anything
Maps,
got Wet Cemetery right on it, Sean?
Yeah, all my maps and their digital maps from ky.gov.
Says Wet Cemetery.
As you go up that,
Sean. He does not.
as you go up the road on Sean's map,
That is
It
always
says-
been McClanahan Hill.
it says McClaney Hill Road, which
yeah.
was off to the left, is more or less like a driveway. And it shows Wet Road going on.
Is there a sign
But-
out there that says Wet Road?
They put one up to
Oh, all
side
right.
of 772.
Oh, okay.
But, like I say, Google Maps and their addresses and everything says McClaney Hill Road. And that's, as far as I know, that's all
PVA map?
anybody has ever called it was McClaney Hill Road. I don't know. But, like Mr. Cox already, some of them just, they wanted to keep it so they don't have to change their addresses.
Yeah.
And wasn't sure, about if ambulance and
far.
Yeah.
People, if they got a call to Glen Hill Road.
Is it
go-
911 system too? in the plan?
No, I'll check tomorrow on that.
Yeah, let's go ahead tomorrow
Let
and,
me check with,
And it's also a historical thing.
Yeah,
Glen
it's-
Hill was in the Kentucky Encyclopedia book.
Yeah, it's
All right.
Civil War
That goes
battle.
back to the Civil War.
okay. Well, it sounds like that's what the name of it is. Let's just do our due
I've
diligence.
been there 53 years, and I've always known that road is the Flanagan Hill Road.
I know,
And there's been signs put up in the past.
I agree.
Put up a sign, I've had the county to put up signs, they tear them down. And I don't know where Sean's getting his information from.
Well, we'll look into that, tomorrow and get that
More
straightened
likely,
out.
Sean, you're going to the Zach Church, right?
Well, we'll settle this tomorrow and all that. Bye.
We're cousins, and he's going against me. His mother's my cousin.
Hey, let's not get into that. Let's do this by the book. And
Well, you
we'll,
can imagine what I thought on the 15th of January, drive out the road, here's this sign that says quit Central
Well,
Road. And I've
sir.
lived there all my life.
we'll fix it. All right?
And I've lived on that hill more than anybody on that road. Everybody on that road, they're off the check.
I think if the federal post office says that's the name of it and everything else
No, it
says it.
should, if you don't change it to Quit Cemetery Road, name it Draw Check Road or Devil's Road. That would suit the neighbor's fine, wouldn't it, Sean?
All right.
But I don't know why you're wanting to change it for.
All you're seeing is something in a map somewhere, right? That's why you did it? Yeah, their map is showing that.
It's on my phone, it says McClanahan Hill.
Yeah, but listen, let me talk. There is a process that we go through when we name roads and all that. I know you've lived there for 53 years, but just let us do our job and we'll get your McClanahan sign back up there. All that is he saw something somewhere because in the last 3 years, how many road names have we had to fix?
There's a bunch.
How many, 50 some? Bunches.
But the signs, Jim, never stay there, because I've got pictures, I looked through pictures out the other day. I took a picture in 1997.
That's the thing across this whole county. We are always replacing signs.
Yeah, but the signs never stay there. I think, I've had 2 or 3 from the county to put up, it never stays there. They drive over, or they steal them, or they throw them over the hill.
I know, same way with my road, John Brown.
So is Sean the road foreman or something?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's the roads foreman.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he's-
We're actually cousins,
Well, that's fine, but it's not about cousins or
but I
anything.
think that it's something to do with him and the Whit neighbors, is what I think.
No, I think listen, our system is messed up, man. He's not doing anything intentional. He just saw something in the system that said Whit Road, and he followed what he thought he was doing right. That's all. There's no conspiracy here. Me and him go through this all the time.
There is nothing that says that.
Sean, check your call.
I don't have a dog in it, I know what you're talking about.
I sent you the map.
That's all it says to me too. Let's say that that's
Oh,
what
is
the
it?
911. For the 911, if they call an ambulance, that's what it can do. And then it goes.
So they want to change it, right?
No, this is what's already on. This goes right here, this is. That's what, no, I'm just telling you what this shows. If you look right here, see, this is your 911 address.
Which cemetery? Which cemetery the whole way, McClanahan Hill cuts off the road. Right here.
This says cemetery.
So I read that, make sure
I just want
I
you
read it
to know
3
that you
times.
see that.
I had 53.
There's no,
This is any entity.
I think there's conspiracy, I think that's just.
Yes, I do think
Well,
that.
I'm just telling you, this is what's already on.
But I've always known it. I've never heard it with Cemetery Road. But there is a grave up on top of that hill that you pull into the McClanahan Hill.
Does it get a check?
No, he's dead.
I couldn't resist, sorry.
See here.
I mean, that's off the 911 system.
Yeah, we'll just have to go into 911 and fix it and get it back to that. And we'll do that.
I don't know when to change it, that's what it says.
There's been something in the last few years, whatever, somebody went in there and did that. And we've had a lot of that.
But you know, Jim, you can type your address on your phone.
I know,
It
but
brings up the picture of your address.
but
I've seen it from 24.
I know, but it's in the 911 system and they put it in there. Somebody did a change in there by accident or whatever. But I know the process before, we fixed that process, and Linda is back on fixing all these roads. And like I said, this has come up 50 times already. 50 roads we've had to fix. We've had roads taken out that shouldn't have been taken out. We had roads put in that wouldn't put in, and didn't even come before the court. So we've been going back and fixing all those. Yours is gonna be another one we're gonna have to fix.
Where does the wind come from?
I don't know. We like I said, we went through this 50 times plus already. We don't know where any of this stuff comes from. I could say, but I don't want to speculate here in the court. So just know that we will go in the 911 and fix it, and that'll be the end of it. All right? I mean, that's what we have to do. We got to go to the 911 and then fix it, and Linda will start on that tomorrow. She'll call them and get it changed. So, okay? All right. Sean? Yeah, Linda, you guys work together on that tomorrow. All right? And like I said, it's just 911. Somebody put it in there. And it's probably done a long time ago. All right, moving along. Training incentive. You want to go ahead? Mine's trying to bring my phone back up. Oh.
It's about me.
Oh, it's about you? Oh, never mind, I got it.
Okay.
All right, my phone's back up. All right, County Treasurer Sheena Eastern has completed the required training hours with the Kentucky Association of County Treasurers and Finance Officers. Certification program for 2025 is now eligible for the first-year training incentive payment.
Also included my certificate and attachment.
Yep,
there.
and that's attached on the side. You can see her certificate and all that, seeing she's done it. And go ahead and look at the attachment. I entertain a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion, we approve the 2025 training incentive payment for the county treasurer.
All right, motion on the floor, properly second, approved 2025 training incentive payment for the county treasurer. Got any discussion on that right now? None? All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Vendor claims.
This just needs to do ratify the paid vendor claims, which are all the claims that have been paid since the last meeting.
I'll make a motion to ratify the paid vendor claims.
I'll say.
Motion on the floor, properly second, to ratify paid vendor claims. Discussion? There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And approve unpaid vendor claims.
We'll need two motions as we usually do.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we approve unpaid vendor claims A.
Motion on the floor, properly second, to a motion to approve unpaid vendor claims A. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I'll make a motion to approve unpaid vendor claims.
B.
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 I'll second.
Motion on the floor, proper second, to approve paying unpaid vendor claims B. Discussion? There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Abstain.
Motion carries.
Judge, I had a little something I wanted to ask the court. I've been here 11 years, you know, as county attorney. I've asked for raises at the state for my employees and for my employees for the county here. I don't really like asking for myself, okay? So I'm kind of in a weird spot where I'm not normally the advocate that I am for other people. But every 4 years, the KRS allows for elected officials, like, like the magistrates and, officers like, the sheriff and different people, to ask for a raise, okay?
Right.
The raise wouldn't take effect until, of course, the next term, okay? So this is not something that you have to try to find right now. But for a long time, the county attorney is, they've made the same thing, okay? I know I've looked back at as far as I can, and which is a couple terms back into Steve, and I know that for my 11 years, for Jolene's 4, and for at least 8 to maybe even more of Steve's. This might even all the way went back to Ed Keaton, but the county attorney has made about $16,000, okay? Right now, I currently make $15,400, okay? So I think that it's time to kind of modernize what we pay, I guess, the county attorney position. To be quite frank, my secretary, the county has been nice enough to pay my secretary an amount for, as like a receptionist, and she has for years made over $10,000 more than me. Okay, so I'm a team player. Okay, I know that Morgan County is not the biggest county. I know that every dollar that we take in tax, we have to be stewards of. Okay, but everybody kind of knows when there's a problem, whether it's the fiscal court, whether it's the sheriff's office, the PVA, the circuit clerk, the county clerk, the road department, it kind of all funnels down to me. Okay, if the powers that be don't know the answer right off. Okay, so I do spend probably 60% of my time as an attorney handling county-related issues. So, I think that all county employees, I think that all county officials deserve a lot more than kind of what we're making, but the facts are that, we do live in Eastern Kentucky. So, I guess with all that kind of said, I would propose modernizing the county attorney's office salary to something, if you look at some of the other elected officials, which again, they deserve it, so I don't want to say, hey, they make a lot more. I can pass this around. You can see that everybody else has kind of modernized their salary except for the county attorney's office, okay? And again, I'm always the first one to say you all have helped out the county attorney's office with Tracy, with child support, and I have no, you all have done an excellent job. But as I said, I think that I deserve way much more, but I'm a team player, and I don't want to put us in, a bad situation. So I think it's fair for me to ask for $50,000 a year, plus, of course, a CPI index every year. And I can guarantee you, I plan on being here a very long time. You won't see me again with regards to this issue. I think that would get me closer to some of my colleagues in other counties, and I think that I'm worth it.
Discussion? Around the table, all right.
We talked about it. I tried to do a little digging today and didn't get very far. Seems like that ones that I did talk to, county attorneys, he's right. It's way underpaid from other counties. Morgan County we're kind of in the middle from the smaller counties and the larger counties such as Pike County.
Right.
You can drop all the way down to what the Elliott County attorney makes, and you can go to the Pike County attorney. 50's hitting pretty close in that ballpark.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm a team player. I don't want, I want everybody to feel good about this.
Yeah.
As I said, it won't start till next January, so it's something that, is not going to bite in right away. But, I mean, kind of, the longer you've been here, the more you all know that I've handled cases. I've saved us a lot of money. I'm open all the time. You've got to call me, you text me. I'll pretty much get back to you as soon as I can, or at least when I see it on my phone. This would allow me to, spend even more time, I think, over, at the administrative office, and it would free me up from having to do every little, kind of case that you have to do when you're a county attorney making $15,400. So that's what I would ask. I appreciate you all, at least, listening to me here tonight.
Well, I did look on the association you belong to, and that is about average for a county our size of what we do. He is being underpaid.
Be hard to find a lawyer for that price.
Yeah, I know. Brandon?
I mean, $16,000 for the attorney's cheap. You know, I want to look through the budget to see how we can, see what we can do. And, I mean, I don't know if you're going to want to make a decision right now, or I think we need to look.
We need to look at the budget. and see
Look at the
what-
budget,
how it's
sit down
going.
and look at it and see where we can get it from, because I mean, budget's pretty tight.
Yeah, yeah, well, we all got together last week, and you guys seen what it is, so.
Not saying you don't deserve it or miles, but.
Leroy, you got any comments?
Oh, yeah, I mean, we got plenty of time to look at it. It won't go into effect till next year.
We got to May to vote on it.
Yeah, April or, yeah, it's
April,
up to
May,
the
something
May,
like that.
whenever the date is for the
It's gotta go in
election.
effect before the next budget hits, so,
Well, I think the first part of May.
yeah, for us.
We'll go a little while with that.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it and see where we can pull the money around and look and see what we can do. And I think we're all in agreement that we gotta do something for you, Miles. And we'll look and see what the, budget, and we just we spent, how many hours we spent the other day looking at that?
Oh, it seemed like 2
God.
days. Yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah, and so we've already started, so we'll probably have another meeting here another month or so. We need a break from the last one. But yeah, we can start looking at that. I think we're all in agreement on that. Anything else to discuss tonight?
Yep, Chris Adams texted me while we were sitting here, he said the water district has generators and they're ready to go. Clarence Hopkins Road, that bridge, we're gonna have to do something about that. Met with Sean up there, we met with the contractor, and the bridge is just pieced together.
Is that the one? Yeah, the state came in and looked at that.
Yeah.
They said it was one family, I don't think they're gonna approve the money.
Well, there's a brick house here on the
Yeah.
bank, and then you go around the road, which is a county road, and
Yeah.
there's a single wide trailer out there that they rent out. I don't know how they look at that.
Yeah, when they went there was nobody even in there, and they said the people that was in there moved out. So they're looking at that as one family over there.
Could we do anything ourselves with it? Because, I mean, it has to be repaired.
Yeah.
If we're gonna leave it open, it has to be
Yeah.
repaired.
Well, I don't think the state's gonna approve anything for it, so. And, I mean, I've been talking about some other kind of bridges that, this other company does, and they're a whole lot cheaper. They're like that, what they wanted for that bridge originally, what was that, around $400,000 to fix that bridge?
I don't know, it's a long span. I'd say it's 40, did you measure, it was around 40 feet, wasn't it?
Around the 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty long.
I'll call the state tomorrow, see what they're gonna do, what their decision is on that, because if we send up another bridge, because on this project that we're applying for, we don't have to do bids on it. But that bridge that I've been looking at, and Stevie knows a lot about it too, he's worked on them, he's already put them together. And I think that bridge would probably be around 80,000. Am I right, Stevie?
Which one?
Putting a bridge, that stuff at,
To Wilson.
you know,
Selma.
BD?
Larry, Stanford.
Yeah.
Just got down the mill for that bridge, was $76,000. I found some need that would be approved by the state. If it's a need.
Yeah.
At least the price, start to finish.
Linda's gonna check tomorrow on emergency road aid.
All right. And we've sent that package up to the state instead of that other, for that one bridge down there in Candle City. They wanted, what, $504, yeah, $500,000. And it was nearly $500,000 for the other one. And so we discovered this and talked to BD, and I sent that to the state, see if they can, see what they think about that. It'd be a whole lot cheaper to get that than it would. I can't imagine putting a $500,000 bridge across
No.
Creek in Canal City. Huh? Oh, we got that too. That's another, that's a different, this is that CC's, that continued county thing that they just came up with. And you don't, there's no bidding or anything. You just submit a project and then they'll approve it. And a lot of times there's not even a match. And so we've been trying to get that. But that first round we sent up, what the state give us, the, the design, that turned it into a $500,000 project. But this, what we've been working with this company out of Indiana and Lowell, and Rick Stiltner put them up over in Menifee County, and some other judges put them up, and they love them. It's all it is metal bridge, just goes across. And
State specs, about like school specs on this wall down here.
You got
They're
that
a lot
right.
stricter and more expensive.
Yeah. So we drop that and go with these, and we can do it legally, and it'll cost a lot. It's just like the old metal deck bridges you've seen in the past. I mean, they're just updated, they're better, and they're assembled. All a contractor like Stevie has to do is, get the ripper out and put all that stuff and put the bridge together. They come pre-assembled. It's a whole lot cheaper for the county. So we'll start looking at that too and look and see what we can do with that. I'll call up there and see what they're doing, or have Andy call.
Yeah. Then Old Elam Road, we had a family that bought the farm. Remember where we closed it at, Scott Wells and
Yeah.
that property there? They bought the farm right on that property line. And they're going to build a house up there. I've talked to them a few times. They're talking like that they might want to eventually back the road on down and see if we can close it down there.
Really?
I said, it's your right, and get with the other landowners and
Bring it to the court.
bring it to the court.
Sounds good to me.
So there's that, and then talked to Sean about it. He's on top of it. But when you turn into that road, it's never had guardrailing along the river.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady that moved up there, she's worried coming from up the road, turning in, that might be slick, and you'd go straight over in the river. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
So he looked, we've got some guardrailing. We talked about maybe some posts, just take the excavator, drive them in the ground.
Yeah.
If there's enough hillside there to actually use, hold it.
All right.
So, Old Elam Road is going to be brought up here a few times, I'd say, this year.
And we'll be taking more of it out.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, that's good. We took some in tonight, blacktop. We take some old gravel out. I'm all about that. This is a good deal. All right. Anything else? All I'd ask is everybody keep our first responders and our law enforcement and our road crew, state and county, in your prayers and thoughts. They're going to be out there, and if this does become a large impact, please stay home. Don't get out in this. Even a moderate impact. If you don't have to get out, don't get out. And some things I hear is that it's going to be even worse on Sunday than it is Saturday. And so that's going to make Monday morning, rough commuting. And so be careful, and if county, I think we'll probably have to close some of our offices, or if we have that much snow, geez, you expect we'll have to close. So be prepared for all that. But we'll do our best. I mean, those roads are not going to be clean the next day, but we got our trucks, we got our power trucks. Sean's got a plan. We got everything together, and we're going to do the best we can to get those roads roadworthy again. But if we have this much snow and this much ice, it's going to take a while. And we're going to have to prioritize some of these roads, like the utilities. We're going to have to get those plows out there to get those roads clear so those trucks can get in there to put those lines back up. If we get this ice and a wet snow, it's going to be a mess. You're going to have downed trees and everything. So just take care, check on your neighbors, keep your pets warm, and everybody pray for each other. All right? Nothing else to come before the court. I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion we adjourn.
I'll second.
Motion on the floor to adjourn. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. You guys take care of each other.